Most people think success happens overnight. They look at the billionaires, the world-class athletes, the people who seem to have everything figured out, and they assume that those individuals were just born with something special. But what if I told you that success isn't about making massive leaps all at once? What if the key to achieving anything in life wasn't about working harder, but about improving just 1% every single day? This is the power of the 1% rule. The idea that small, consistent improvements over time create unstoppable momentum and lead to massive success. It's a principle backed by science, psychology, and the stories of some of the most successful people in the world. To understand why this works, let's look at something called the compound effect. Imagine you improve by just 1% each day. That seems small, almost insignificant. But over time those small gains don't just add up, they multiply. If you improve by 1% daily for an entire year, by the end of the year, you won't just be 365% better. Because of compounding, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. This is why so many people fail to achieve their goals. They expect instant results. They go to the gym for a week and expect to see a transformation. They start a business and want profits immediately. But the reality is, success is never about one giant action. It's about consistent effort, no matter how small, over time. Think about the most successful athletes. Michael Jordan didn't become a legend overnight. He was cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of giving up, he focused on getting just a little better each day. He practiced longer, refined his skills, and made marginal improvements that stacked up until he became the greatest of all time. The same applies to business. Jeff Bezos didn't build Amazon into a trillion-dollar company in a day. He started in his garage, shipping books. Then he improved his systems, expanded his inventory, refined his strategies. Every day, Amazon got a little better. Now, it dominates the world. This rule applies to everything in life. Your career, your relationships, your personal growth. The problem is, most people don't see results fast enough, so they quit. But the ones who stay consistent even when progress seems invisible are the ones who win in the long run. Let's take an example of two people starting a fitness journey. Person A goes all in. Crash dieting, intense workouts, massive calorie cuts. They lose weight fast, but within a month they burn out and quit. Person B, on the other hand, simply improves by 1% daily. They start by drinking more water, then they take a 10-minute walk. Over time, they build better habits, eating better, exercising consistently, getting stronger. A year later, person B is in the best shape of their life, while person A is back to square one. The key to success isn't intensity, it's consistency. Anyone can work hard for a short time. But the people who dominate in life are the ones who stay in the game long enough to let small improvements turn into massive results. One of the best ways to apply the 1% rule is by setting up systems instead of focusing on goals. Goals are great, but they don't guarantee results. If your goal is to write a book, that's fine. But what's your system? If you write 1 page a day, you'll have a full book in a year. If you improve your skill by just 1% daily, you'll be world-class in a few years. James Clear in his book Atomic Habits explains this perfectly. He says, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." If you focus on small, sustainable changes, your success is inevitable. But here's the most important part. It works both ways. Just like positive habits compound, so do negative ones. If you let bad habits slide, skipping workouts, eating junk food, procrastinating, they also compound. A 1% decline every day can lead you to failure just as easily as a 1% improvement can lead to success. So, the real question is, which direction are you moving in? Are you getting 1% better, or 1% worse? The good news is, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to make massive changes. You just need to start today, one small step in the right direction. Improve one tiny thing and do it again tomorrow. And the best part, once you start stacking these small wins, you'll build momentum. Success won't feel like a struggle, it'll become second nature, and before you know it, you'll look back and realize you've achieved something incredible, simply by being just 1% better every single day. So start today, take one step, improve something by just 1%, because that tiny improvement could be the start of something life-changing.